It's February 19th, 2023. And today I want to talk to you about decisions. So I was kind of reflecting on where I'm at right now and what led to me being here. And my situation right now in life is not that great. And this isn't to seek out pity or comfort from anyone or attention. I'm not looking for that right now. I just want to share honestly what's going on so that maybe you can learn from my mistakes. And if you want to pray for me, that's great, but I'm not looking for pity or attention. I'm just telling it like it is. And, I'm sitting here in this nursing home, stuck in bed, waiting for this wound to heal. I'm paralyzed. I'm in pain. There's a lot of things going on. And I was just thinking about how the decisions I made in my past are what led me here. I'm in this place because of those decisions. And I want to take full responsibility for that. As a man, that's something men do. They take responsibility. So I'm fully responsible for those decisions that led me here. I take that on myself. And it's also not to say that life is horrible or I'm, unhappy or anything like that. That's not the case. I'm very grateful for where I'm at in life and what God has done in my life. It's amazing. God can take horrible things and make them good. But that doesn't negate the consequences that came from my actions in the past. And it's one of the first stories in the Bible is Adam and Eve. And it just took one decision and they were kicked out of the garden. That didn't mean God stopped caring for them. And he did bring good out of it. We have Jesus as a redeemer, as a savior now. And that's an amazing thing. But there were still consequences to the choices that Adam and Eve made, and for all of us as humans, the choices that we make. And when I was younger, I made a lot of really bad decisions. I didn't think about where I would be right now when I was making those decisions. I thought about the present moment where I was at, and I just sought out pleasure and what felt good in that moment. Instead of what I wanted to do out of high school was enter into like a technical college and become a paramedic. And instead I listened to other people and went to college, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here, but maybe if I just go, I'll figure it out and I can have some fun with my friends along the way. And wasted a lot of time and money there, and I didn't have much purpose. Ended up spending tons of money on drugs and alcohol and partying, and just made a lot of really bad decisions there. Obviously the paralysis and dealing with the wound I have now, even though I had serious injuries in motocross. I broke both my legs. I got knocked out one time and had a serious concussion. Yet I kept going and doing that and repeating it. And so, there's something about perseverance that's good, but it's persevering in what's good, not in recklessness. Persevering in recklessness just leads to consequences like this. And so, the decisions we make are so important. I think about man, if I would have done things a little bit differently, where might I be today? Life might be totally different. I don't know if it's good or bad. God made good things come out of my situation. And like I said, I'm grateful. I have a lot of joy in my life. There's a lot of things that I can be happy about, but I still think if I could go back and think about the decisions I made, I would have done things differently. I would have thought about where those decisions would take me in the future. That's basically what I want to encourage you to do today, is to think about the things you're doing, the choices you're making right now, and where they're going to lead you 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Like, do things that your future self will thank you for. Things right now, today. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. And it's still okay to take risks, but don't do reckless risks where there's a high cost and very little reward. Be thoughtful about things. And I just finished reading Deuteronomy in the Bible, and it's, Moses is about to, he's telling the people to either choose life or to choose death right before they enter the promised land. And it's basically, he's like, you can either choose to follow the commandments of God, or you can choose to follow the gods of other nations. And choosing to follow God's commandments is choosing life, and choosing to follow other gods is choosing death. It's laid out so clearly right there. And so think about things that are going to help you seek God, and to just set yourself up for a better life in the future. Choose life today. Choose life.